This is a routine when you need a break from your desk, you need a break from life. This was such a stupid idea. I'll give him a carrot. What a bad idea. When you need a break from your day, from life. If we haven't met before, my name is Emma. I am a Pilates instructor who happens to be registered blind. So I do have my carrot-loving guide dog with me in the studio. So you might hear him crunching and pitter-pattering around. The carrot will be gone in about 2 seconds. Oh, it's gone already. So yeah, this is a nice one. I have done a shorter version of this, so I'll leave it linked at the end of the video and down below to do at your desk. But this is one that you can do when you've got a little bit more time just to switch off, and yeah, let's get ready to stretch and breathe and take a break, and yeah, let's go. So sit however you feel most comfortable for a moment, and I just want you to find a little bit of length through the body. Wrap the hands around your chest, around your ribs, like you're giving yourself a hug. And take a moment to take a deep breath in. Maybe the deepest breath you've taken in today. Fill out the rib cage, feel the rib cage expand. And then breathe out and close your eyes. And just continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking a moment to switch off from the work you're doing or what you've got going on in your day or what you have been doing. And take a moment to breathe. Widen full into the rib cage. Letting your shoulders relax away from the ears. And then when you're ready, untuck the arms and bring yourself, I'm going to swivel round, so you want the length of the mat behind you. And you're going to bring the soles of the feet together and feel that energy of the feet being together. Thank you for the wash. Hold just above your ankles. Let the knees open out to the side. And see if you can open out your chest and extend through the back, trying to lift your chest up without your head dropping back. And then when you're ready, round your spine backwards without tipping off of the pelvis. Try to just scoop your back behind you like a nice curve. You're almost rolling back towards the mat. And then open back out. And this is a nice seated, almost like a seated cat stretch. And I just want you to notice how your spine is feeling. Whether maybe there's one way you can arch a little easier than the other way. And then from there, we're going to sit nice and tall and extend the right leg. I'm going to turn around. One, so I've got space, and two, so you don't keep giving me a wash. Thank you. Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, now you're going to move. He's off by arch. Well, you're going to send the right leg in front, and you're going to have your toes and your knee facing up towards the ceiling, but the leg is fully on the floor. But that right leg is extended right in front of you. And the left leg is going to stay bent with the knee out to the side and the inside of the foot resting, or the bottom of the foot resting on the inside of your lengthened leg. We're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to ground through the sit bones and see if we can lift the arms up towards the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale and stretch, lengthening up and over your legs, maybe holding on to the lengthened leg or just one arm each side of you. And just breathe as you feel your hamstrings and maybe the inner part of the bent leg. And then slowly sit nice and tall. And switch the legs over. We'll bring the other leg out in front. Bend the knee of the other leg. So now your left leg is lengthened. The right knee is bent, so the knee opens to the side, and the bottom of the right foot is placed on the inside of your left leg. Ground for your sit bones, lift your arms up by the side of your ears, grow nice and tall. And then as you exhale, fold over the legs. Let the hands rest to the floor and just feel your hamstrings getting a nice stretch here. Maybe you'll notice as well that one knee can open out more than the other. And you might be able to bring the foot higher up the leg, or you maybe need it lower down on one side more than the other. And then stretch both legs in front. You might be able to reach to your toes, maybe the knees, maybe past the toes, but have both legs straight, a tiny little gap between the legs, and try to fold over the legs, feeling those hamstrings stretching out. And then hug your right knee into your chest, using your other hand to bring you down towards the floor. And that right knee is just going to rest in towards you. Now, if you've got knee pain, you might hold behind the back of the leg, otherwise on your shin. And you're going to send your left leg as long as it can go. And you're just going to simply circle the right leg around one way and back the other, and just get out any clicks. Good. And then you're going to take that right leg, you're going to keep the knee bent, and you're going to cross it over to the left, over your body. But try to keep the back of the pelvis anchored down to the floor. You're going to extend your right arm out to the side, letting the back of the hand open, or press into the mat while your palm opens up to the ceiling. And then take your leg over into your right hand, let the knee open out to the side, extend your left arm now out to the side, and feel the hips opening. And then draw the leg in. From here, we're going to bend the knee of the left foot's leg, so the foot plants into the floor, the knee is bent, and the right leg you've got into your chest, you're going to extend that leg up to the ceiling, flexing the foot, feeling your hamstrings, and then we bend the leg in towards the chest, and then we extend up, and the leg might not fully straighten. That's okay. Good, and do that one last time for me, reaching up. Feel the hamstrings. From there, cross that right leg over. I'm going to shuffle because I'm not even on the mat. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. So just above the ankle of the right leg is resting on the thigh, just below the knee of the left leg. And you're going to open the knee of the right leg out to the side, letting the hips stay level. You might want to stay here, or otherwise, with that right leg crossed over the left, you're going to hug your left leg into your chest, flexing your feet, so like you're trying to pull your toes towards your knee to protect them as you hug that back leg in, and just feel your hips and your glutes and breathe. I can hear the birds outside and it's so nice. Got the windows open, but there's also a school nearby, so you might hear children running around. Good, when you're ready, untuck through the legs, hug the knees into the chest, have a little rock for me from side to side, back and forth, give your back a little massage, and then maybe circle the legs around one way, away from one another, and then back the other way, like butterfly wings, opening and closing. And then let's repeat everything on the other leg. So hopefully you remembered what leg. You're going to lengthen, hopefully, the right leg. Keep the left leg hugged into your chest, and we'll give it a little circle one way and back the other. Before crossing that leg over into the right hand, opening the left arm out to the side to keep you grounded as you let your head and your shoulders melt into the mat. Let that leg open out, still with the knee bent, across into the left hand, opening out through the hips. Let the right arm extend out to the side. Feel the hips opening. And then draw that leg back to center. Bend the knee of the leg that's on the floor. Plant the foot into the floor. Take the hand around the back of the leg that's into your chest and extend it up to the ceiling, and then bend the knee back in. So hold behind the back of the leg, whether it's the thigh or the calf muscle, whatever feels best for you. And just stretch the leg up and fold it back in a couple of times. And reach. And then let that leg go to the floor and come into a nice full body stretch, reaching from your fingertips all the way down to your toes, maybe giving the wrists, the ankles a little circle. One way, back the other. And then interlace the hands behind the head and keep the lower body where it is, but see if you can bend like a banana with the upper body from the waist up over to the right top corner of your mat, keeping your upper body and your arms on the floor as much as possible. And just feel this little stretch going up through the waist, maybe up through the arm.
And then bend over to the other side, like a banana bending over to the other top corner of your mat. Trying to let the arms relax back down to the floor. Breathing wide and full. And then come back to a full body stretch. From there, take your time as you slowly roll over onto your front. We're coming up onto the hands and knees. Placing the hands directly underneath the shoulders, shoulder width apart, knees underneath the hips, hip distance apart. You can come up onto the fists, you can add more padding. You can even be in like this half standing position if there's any knee pain. But otherwise, we're here, we're rounding the spine up, feeling the tailbone and the head tucking under. And then we go the opposite way, we lift through the chest, the tailbone, feel like the collarbone is smiling. And then round up and just keep coming in and out of that lovely stretch. And then maybe you have a little waggle from side to side, getting your head and your tailbone to curve to the side and meet. And then maybe you circle around, just let basically your spine move as it needs to. And then find a nice flat back. Place your foot, your right foot in between your hands. So the sole of the foot is down. I think I'm hitting my microphone. I'm going to move it up. Sole of the foot is down. The ankle is stacked underneath the knee. And the back leg, if you want to, you're going to tuck your toes under, lift that back leg and deepen a little stretch through your hip flexors. You're then going to drop the back knee down. The front leg, which should be the right leg, you're going to roll onto the heel of the foot, straightening out the leg as you push your hips back towards the back leg. Feel the hamstrings again. And then shift the weight forwards, tuck the toes under of the back leg, straighten the leg out. And then bend the knee back down, shift the weight back, and just keep repeating, coming out, in and out of that hip flexor and hamstring stretch. Good, and then when you're ready, slide that leg back, step the other leg in front, and let's do the same. So just line yourself up, so the sole of the foot is down, knee is underneath the ankle, shift the weight back, roll onto the heel of that front foot, leg, lengthen the leg, and then shift the weight forwards, tuck the toes under, lift the back knee, come into your hip flexor stretch. We drop the back knee back down, we shift onto the heel of the front foot, lengthen the leg as you send the hips back, and then shift forwards, lift the knee of the back leg. Good. And then when you're ready, take both legs back, bring the feet together, open the knees. Let's get into the inner legs and the hips here. So you can also be on your back doing this if this is uncomfortable, but reach your arms forward, send your chest to the floor. And really sit back towards those hips. Take your right arm, loop it underneath your left, listen to the floor with the right ear, and get this little stretch around your shoulder, your waist, still through the legs, maybe the neck. And then do the same to the other side. Tuck the other arm under, listen to the floor with the other ear. And just hold here for a moment. And then come back up, reach, sit nice and tall, and walk your hands forward, sit tall for a moment, squeeze the legs together. Sit however feels comfortable for you for the last little bit. What we're going to do, I'm going to try and explain this as best as possible. You're going to stack your arms at shoulder height in front of you. So one forearm is stacked on top of the other. You've got bent elbows, and you've created this box in front of the body. You're going to turn your head to the side and see, actually do this with the arms down to start. Turn your head to the side and see how far you can take the head to the side, and then turn the head to the other side. And again, just notice how far you can take the head. Then when you're ready, stack the arms again in front. Imagine you're trying to elbow someone to the side, so both arms swivel across. So the right arm, your elbow is going to shift to that right side. So it's almost like the elbow's bending more, and the left arm is going to lengthen across your chest a bit more. Forearms are still stacked, and then go to the other side. So the other arm lengthens. It's just like you're creating a diamond instead of a box. So you're shifting that box from side to side. Does that make sense? And then when you're ready, let your arms drop and turn your head again. Can you now turn that head further? Oh my gosh, I can. And just go side to side. And this should release some tension through the neck. The shoulders, you should feel you can stretch a little further. Good. When you're ready, come back to center, roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in as you sweep your arms up by the side of the ears, grow nice and tall. And then breathe out as your arms drop by your side. And then one last time, take a deep breath in, reach up. And breathe out. Maybe close your eyes for a moment and take a few or a couple of deep breaths in and exhales out. Still being present on your mat at the moment. Allowing any last bits of stress and tension to melt away. Enjoying your break, a well-needed break from work, from your desk, from life. Blink the eyes open and you are done. If you'd like to actually do some breathing or some meditation on the mat, I'm going to leave a video on screen. I will also leave in the description the shorter version of this, so you can do this similar exercises or stretches at your desk, so that's cool too. But other than that, have an amazing day and I'll see you next week for another one. Take care, bye.